All right, welcome to the Virginia Beach Sportsplex and our VISAA matchup tonight featuring the Atlantic Shore Seahawks and the Fredricksburg Christian Eagles. We thank you for tuning in. I am Matthew Hatfield. Pleased to be with you here on this chilly Friday night in October. We apologize for a couple of audio difficulties, but first play, a loss of 3 for Fredericksburg Christian as they will be dropped back to about their own, we'll call it 34-yard line. It looks like a penalty on FCS as well. Fredericksburg Christian comes into this matchup at 7-0 overall, two-time state champs back in 2014 and 2018. And they're averaging a whopping 46.3 points per game, taking on this Atlantic Shore Seahawks juggernaut under Coach Wayne Lance that enters at 30.6 points per game, ranked number 3 in the state in VISAA Division II. And then a legal procedure penalty will back up Fredericksburg Christian 5 yards. Want to thank the ones helping us get through tonight, Spencer Kane and Jeff Fatma, as well as James Timmons, as we bring you this exciting matchup here tonight in October from the Plex. Now, 2nd and 18 from the 20, and we've got some movement up front. Looks like it might have been one of the Seahawks defenders jumping, and encroachment will be the call. Believe that was on Caden Beatty, who jumped off, who was just a menace up front. If you've been watching Atlantic Shore's football the last year plus, you know how effective he has been. 53 tackles, 32 for loss, 7 sacks for the young man who's going to play his college football in the MAC at Kent State. A big presence alongside him, Nathaniel McDonald this year with 54 tackles, 28 for loss. Beatty wearing 52, McDonald donning 55. And now here on 2nd and 13, quick pass from Drake Morris in the flat. It's going to be completed, but nowhere to go as that Seahawks defense with Jack Weaver and company quickly cleaning up. It's going to be about a loss of 2 on that pass in the flat for Gabe Carvajal. Cody Batts finishing off on that stop there. So another nice job for the Seahawks defense. 3rd and 16 is what they're going to call it here from the 24-yard line. They could bring heavy pressure after Morris, the signal caller for Fredericksburg Christian, who's put up some impressive numbers. And we've got more movement up front as I think Atlantic Shore's got a little antsy and jumped off sides again. On the year, Morris, listen to these numbers for him. He has just been fantastic for this undefeated Fredericksburg Christian team. He has thrown for a remarkable 1,620 yards and 30 touchdowns compared to just 4 intercepts on the season, 63.5% completions. So it's going to be about 3rd and 10 now from the 30. They mark it up literally pretty much at the line of scrimmage from the 29. Morris drops back, throws, it's going to be incomplete, trying to connect with number 6, and that's Bishop Hurd Samuels along the sideline. Hurd Samuels with 33 receptions for 639 yards and 10 touchdowns on the year. So incomplete. So back to kick it away for Fredericksburg Christian. It's going to be William Johnson punting it away. The 6'1", 170-pound junior Amir Ali awaits for the punt. And it will take a hop. Nice punt there for Fredericksburg Christian as that one's going to land inside the 25 at about the 24-yard line. We'll call it a 46-yard punt for Johnson. So Atlantic Shores will begin its first possession with 8:56 to go in our first period from their own 24 as we watch this offense go to work. McDonald and Beatty doubling on the offensive line, also joined up front by Isaac Cohen, Joel Benjamin, some of the key blockers for Coach Wayne Lance and company. Seahawks coming in at 30.6 points per game, 6-1 on the year. And Micah Lance, 81 of 129 for 1,058 yards passing and 8 touchdowns versus 5 intercepts. The first handoff is going to get barely back to the line of scrimmage as that Fredericksburg Christian defense was ready to engulf the ball carrier, Amir Ali. Hayden Messinger, senior linebacker, one of the defenders in on that stop as Ali got maybe a couple. We'll give him 2. Second and 8 now from the 26. 2 receivers to the right for Lance. Hands it back off. Seahawks try to knife their way up through the middle.
Handoff goes to number 1,
Emmanuel Williams gets tackled on that play by Bishop Hurd Samuels. And Williams gets a healthy gain of about 5 yards to make it 3rd and 3. Williams coming into this one with 143 attempts for 1,092 yards and 11 touchdowns. So 3rd play of the series, now 3rd and 3 for Atlantic Shores. As they've got it from about the 34-yard line. Handoff to Williams again. And that should be enough to move the sticks and give them a first down, as he was able to run forward before Carvajal brought him down. Good gain of about 4 yards for Williams. 1st and 10 from the 38. Atlantic Shores operating with a good pace here. 2 receivers to the right, content to keep it on the ground so far. Here's Lance's first pass. He rolls right. It's going to be completed for maybe a yard or 2 as he connects with his target along the sideline, Josiah Malone. Malone, a 5'11", 165-pound senior. We'll call it a pickup of 2.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 now from the 40. 4 down defensive lineman for Fredricksburg Christian. Handoff to Williams. He's gonna try to muscle forward for a few more. In on that stop once again for Fredericksburg Christian, Carvajal.
About 3 on the play. 3rd and 5.
Check that, Carvajal. So 3 yards for Williams. Important 3rd down coming up for the Seahawks. From their own 44, 2 receivers to the left for Lance, who gets the shotgun snap. He hands it off to Williams, makes a defender miss, and he's able to get the first down before he is drugged down by number 75, Jonathan Zavala. But Emmanuel Williams with some tough running, and he picks up 7. Check that, 8 yards to the 48. Couple of white shirts quickly getting to Williams, and he probably got nothing, maybe a yard at the most, as Hayden Meisinger was in on that stop. Tim Usunji, a sophomore, quickly getting down to him as well. Actually got a good spot on that. Williams will get 2 now, technically. Now he runs into the defense with very little forward progress. Nathan Moody, the 6'1" junior defensive end, meets him right away. So a couple more for Williams. We'll call it 3rd and about 5 at the 44. 3rd down, option pitch to Williams. He gets to the edge with his speed, but he can't get to the marker as the defense meets him. A couple of white shirts, Bishop Hurd Samuels able to get to him on that option pitch. So now about 4th and 2.5, 3 yards here to go after Williams picks up a couple more. Unofficially with 7 rushes for 26 yards tonight from about the 41.5, 42-yard line. Coach Lance is going to keep the offense on the field as he goes to the power formation. 2 upbacks, including Ali, wearing number 9. As they check their wristbands. Synchronize the wristwatches, right? Here comes the shotgun snap. Hands it off to Williams. Up the gut. And it's going to be close to the marker. A lot going to depend on the spot there. As once again, Carvajal got there, but the surge at the end was enough to move the sticks for Emmanuel Williams and company. As we'll give him about 3 to the 39. So a couple of 3rd down conversions, and here a 4th down conversion as the Seahawks are marching along here on this drive that began with 8:56 to go in the first quarter. Chance to draw first blood and take the lead. Back to the jumbo package. Hand off to Williams. Up the middle is going to be met right away by Carvajal. You see why he's getting a lot of attention from the next level, including from schools such as Christopher Newport University. Meisinger helping out as well. Short gain of about 3 on that. Second and 7 from the 36. Micah Lance rolling right. Diving catch made by Amir Ali. And Ali will pick up a couple. That'll bring up 3rd and 5 from the 34 for Amir Ali and the Seahawks after that short completion from Micah Lance to the playmaker who entered this one with 38 receptions for over 600 yards and 6 TDs. Honored before the game among the large senior contingency for the defending state champs, who are ranked number 3 in the state in Division II in VISAA football. Fredricksburg Christian number 1 at 7-0. Big 3rd down play again, and this time the Seahawks not going to move the sticks as Carvajal and another defender up front, Camden Scott. First time we've called out that sophomore defensive lineman's name today. No gain for Williams, who has been so effective here. His first 9 carries all going for positive yardage. That one didn't get hardly a yard. And now 4th and 5 from about the 34. Short 5, long 4. Beatty part of the interior O-line for the Seahawks. Snapping the football to Michael Lance. Here comes the blitz off the edge. Completion is made. Can he get away from the defender? No, he cannot. It's caught by number 11, Jonathan Hilton, but Fredericksburg Christian's Bishop Hurd Samuels makes the tackle, and it's going to be for a loss of 2. Turnover on downs. So the Fredericksburg Christian defense, which came in allowing just 7.6 points per game, they get a stop after that lengthy drive took literally 6 minutes and 58 seconds off the clock, and the 4th down stop is made. Fredericksburg Christian now has it 1st and 10 from their own 36. Drake Morris waits for the snap. Blitz up the middle. The handoff to Carvajal, who runs into a couple of gray shirts for the Atlantic Shores defense. Now they're hitting hard out there, ladies and gents. Cody Batts, number 4, on that stop, along with Patrick Linton, who had the initial hit, the junior nose guard. And Carvajal did not get back to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose about 3 as the running game went nowhere. Let's say 2nd and 13 from their own 33 now. Man in motion for Fredericksburg Christian. It's number 7, Noah Martin. We'll tell you more about him in a moment. He's had a sensational start to this season. Morris gets the snap. He rolls to his right, being chased by Beatty and company. Completion is going to be made. Morris finding Noah Martin, who came in with 45 grabs for 652 yards and 16 TDs. That means more than a third of his catches go for scores, and Martin gets them close to a 1st down. He's going to pick up about 10 on that one to make it 3rd and 3 from the 43. Important 3rd down defensive sequence here for the Atlantic Shores defense. Seahawks yielding 13.9 points per game on the year coming into this one tonight. Carvajal lined up next to Morris at the QB spot. Looking left, Morris throws a high arcing pass. It's going to be out of the reach of his intended target, Bishop Hurd Samuels, who has been so influential on defense thus far. And coverage there for Atlantic Shores was the senior wide receiver, defensive back, and kicker, Jonathan Hilton. Looks like the offense is going to stay on the field here for this 4th down play. Very gutsy and dangerous decision, we shall say, if you're Coach David DeArmas of Fredericksburg Christian. Leaving the offense on the field, on his side of the field. You know, the Seahawks are going to bring the pressure here with the blitz. Try to get after Morris. Claps his hands, gets the snap, looking left. In the flat, Carvajal's got it. Can he get to the marker? No, he can't. Tackle for loss by the Atlantic Shores defense as Amir Ali says, not on my field tonight. Turnover on downs. And the Atlantic Shores defense answers the great job by the Fredricksburg Christian defense moments ago. It's going to be a loss of about 3 yards on that screen to Carvajal in the flat. So Morris has got 3 completions for 5 yards total on the day. And the second possession will begin with 17 seconds to go in our first quarter with Atlantic Shores at the 40 of Fredricksburg Christian. Michael Lance with 3 receivers stacked to the right. One will be in motion, and Amir Ali now gets to the left. Nifty pattern, but he couldn't haul it in. Nice design. The execution was there with the pass. Ali just was a little bit further out, and it's going to be incomplete. I'm sure he was anticipating a little bit of a higher loft, hit him in stride so he could dart his way to the edge and possibly find pay dirt. So with 13 seconds to go, chance to get off 2 plays possibly if it's by air. If it's by ground, it'll only be 1 more here to end this quarter, you would figure, from the 40-yard line of Fredericksburg Christian. Handoff, and what will probably be the final play of the period, and it's going to be Emmanuel Williams trying to get to the edge, but the Fredericksburg Christian defense quickly yanking him down with Hayden Messinger, who we've called out Meisinger's name a few different times here thus far. It's going to be a gain of about 3 for Williams, who's got 35 yards on 11 rushes unofficially, and we've reached into one quarter of play here from the Sportsplex. We're scoreless between the Seahawks and the Eagles. We'll take a timeout and come back with the second quarter here from the Plex in Virginia Beach.
College football only comes to Virginia Beach once a year. The Apprentice School Shipbuilders take on the top qualifying team from the Old Dominion Athletic Conference on Saturday, November 19th at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex Stadium. Tickets to the game are just $20. Catch the game live at the only venue in Virginia Beach with legit tailgating. Tailgate starts at 10 a.m. Join us for activities, contests, and prizes. Get your spot today for only $50. Virginia Beach Neptune Bowl presented by Doubletree by Hilton Virginia Beach. Kickoff at 2 p.m. November 19th at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex Stadium. Visit app.gopassage.com for tickets today.
All right, we're back here. Second quarter begins with an incomplete pass that is tipped and nearly picked for Atlantic Shores to bring up now 4th down for Atlantic Shores. Bishop Hurd Samuels in coverage as the Seahawks are 3 of 5 through the air in this matchup. Fourth and 7 from the 37. Seahawks going for it again on 4th down. They're 1 of 2 thus far. Pass is going to be picked by Fredericksburg Christian along the sideline as that one was intercepted by the Fredericksburg Christian defense. William Johnson with the INT. So our first turnover of the game. And that's like a punt, so that's not the worst miscue in the world if you're Atlantic Shores, because the field position didn't change a whole lot, although he had a nice run back, so that got them closer to midfield depending on where they mark it at. We're going to say he was pushed out at the 40.
After the Johnson interception, the Eagles will start this drive 1st and 10, all spotted from their own 39.
Check that own 39-yard line officially for Fredricksburg Christian here with 11:45 to go in the second quarter. Matt Hatfield here with you as we speak to you tonight from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. The Eagles at 7-0. The Seahawks of Atlantic Shores, defending state champs, at 6-1 overall. Handoff up the middle. Carvajal runs squarely into the interior defense. And guess who? Actually, that was not Caden Beatty. That was instead Patrick Linton. Looked like it was Beatty from where I was sitting, but Carvajal with only a 1-yard pickup. So 2nd and 9 from the 40. 2 receivers to his left. Drake Morris gets the shotgun snap. Throws to his left. Nice effort and leaping catch. It's gonna be, no, it's incomplete. Thought that was pulled in by Noah Martin. The officials say, however, he did not make the catch. So 3rd and 9 coming up for Fredricksburg Christian.
Pass incomplete. 3rd down Eagles.
Both defenses rising to the occasion thus far in what we anticipated to be a high-scoring battle between these two programs. Looks like a blitz is going to be coming from off the edge. Morris gets the snap, looking down the field. 2 defenders in the way, but that's not going to be a catchable ball when it's out of play anyways. Incomplete. So likely the punting team coming on here for 4th and 9 for Fredricksburg Christian.
Drake Morris's pass intended for Noah Martin. Incomplete. Well defended by number 11, Jonathan Hilton, and number 14, Mikey Fisher. They'll bring up 4th down for the Eagles. Back to kick number 10, Will Johnson.
Will Johnson back to punt for Fredricksburg Christian as they race on another blocker here before the whistle. Johnson gets it off. Going to be fielded at the 25-yard line by Amir Ali. He looks to turn to his right, and he'll pick up about 6-7 yards in that return before he's tripped up. So 3rd possession offensively coming up for Atlantic Shores. It'll be from their 32, maybe 33-yard line with 10:45 to go in the first half. No score yet. So if you're a regular observer of Atlantic Shores football, you're surprised by this. Same for Fredricksburg Christian. Seahawks coming off a 43-34 win over Blue Ridge 6 days ago. It was a big victory. Be hard-pressed to see 77 points scored in this game, or as many as were scored in the Cardinals-Saints NFL game last night. Here's the toss to Emmanuel Williams, and he's met by a couple of white shirts, and here's a flag out in the play as Gabe Carvajal and Hayden Meisinger got to him in the backfield. We'll check the pink flags. And yes, you're not seeing yellow flag, you're seeing the pink that's being worn to recognize the breast cancer awareness and all the great things in this month of October. For that cause, and looks like it's going to be a penalty on the Seahawks. So that'll be declined because it was a loss of yardage, as Coach DeArmas will take the negative yardage and make it 2nd down as opposed to giving them another 1st down crack at it.
After the 4-yard loss for the Seahawks, it's 2nd and 14.
Now the officials have not marked the ball yet. They're finally moving it back. They'll lose technically 3 on that. First loss of yardage for Williams. And that one was not so much his fault. Blocking was not there, and Fredricksburg Christian's defense off the edge, playing very fast in pursuit to the football. As they're finding the pigskin in space, that is for sure. Shotgun snap for Micah Lance, looks to his right, completes it over the middle. Going to be up to about the 35-yard line.
Micah Lance
Tackle by Tim Usunje as it's completed to Jonathan Hilton.
Made by number 4.
5-yard pickup for Hilton. So these two quarterbacks really limited in terms of the yardage down the field. 3 completions for 3 yards for Morris. Lance with 4 completions for 7 yards. They'd have the 1 interception that William Johnson nabbed earlier in this half. And now a big 3rd down play, 3rd and 8 from the 35. Lance is going to chuck it up in the air, and that was going to be incomplete as it falls harmlessly out of the way. Fredricksburg Christian trying to race to it with Zach Orndorff, the senior strong safety, but that incomplete means a 3 and out, and the Seahawks offense was on the field for all of 66 seconds. So now back to punt is Caden Beatty, the jack of all trades for Atlantic Shores. Not only tackles quarterbacks and running backs, plays on the offensive line, dunks a basketball, and he punts away the football for Atlantic Shores. Does it all, the future Kent State Golden Flash lineman. It's going to be fair caught by Fredericksburg Christian's Noah Martin at the 37-yard line.
Number 7, Noah Martin there to receive it.
We thank you for tuning in tonight. We'll pass along some high school football scores across Hampton Roads and anywhere. Send them in to us. We'll get them to you if we happen to notice it on this Friday night. A lot of action happening around Tidewater and beyond here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And we thank you for tuning in. End of 1 quarter between Kings Fork and Hickory. It's Kings Fork 15, Hickory nothing. Oscar Smith with a 7-0 lead on Nansemond River with 6.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. And late in the first quarter, Woodside and Phoebus tied at 7 apiece over in the Peninsula. And Virginia Beach Cox with a 14-0 lead on First Colonial with 3:56 to go in the opening stanza. Now out to the edge is Gabe Carvajal. A couple of gray shirts get to him after he passes the line of scrimmage. Excuse me, beg your pardon. That was not Carvajal. That was Noah Martin on that run. So quick correction on that by me. And Martin will end up getting about 4 yards to the 40. Believe it or not, that's the second longest play from scrimmage for the Fredericksburg Christian offense tonight. 2 receivers to the left for Morris. Hands it off and up the middle. That was sniffed out right away by the Fredericksburg, or by the Atlantic Shores defense. Number 23, Jack Weaver, the junior middle linebacker,
Handoff to Gabe Carvajal.
was ready for Carvajal.
Met immediately by number 23, Jack Weaver.
And he lost about 3.
2 on the play. 3rd and 8.
I'd say actually about 2 on the loss there. So 3rd and 8, backing up Fredericksburg Christian's offense to their 38-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Drake Morris. The talented signal caller. He's looking for that 31st touchdown pass of the year. He rolls to his right, pumps. Now he's just going to throw it away as the coverage was sticky there with Amir Ali basically blanketing Noah Martin the entire time. Ali has gone from really a role player on last year's championship team to more of a marquee starring performer. Stepping up his play in all 3 phases, offense, defense, special teams, and another 3 and out. Second in a row here in this contest as Atlantic Shores readies for their 4th offensive possession of the night. Fredericksburg Christian's offense was on the field for all of 92 seconds. 8 minutes to go in the first half. A defensive battle here at the Plex. Punt's going to be filled at 25 by Ali. Turns to his left. He's got some room. There's a flag down. And he stopped on that one by Bishop Hurd Samuels. 7:48 to go in our first half. I'll tell you about the penalty in just a moment. Kellum with a 7-6 lead on Lansdowne with 11:29 to go in the second quarter, and Cox has extended its advantage to 21-0 on First Colonial with 11:45 to go in the first half. Early second quarter, Western Branch 7, Deep Creek 6, and that's going to be a hold on Atlantic Shores.
Seahawks were called for holding on the return. That's a 10-yard penalty from the point of infraction. So with that,
It's going to back them up 10 yards.
10, the ball spotted on their own 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20. 3 receivers to the right as Michael Lance gets the snap, hands off to Emmanuel Williams. Up the middle he goes. Gets a good block from McDonald up front.
Emmanuel Williams on the carry. Tim Assange on the tackle.
And Williams gets about 7 before he is brought down by Tim Assange.
2nd and 3.
A hard-earned 39 yards for Williams, and now he's busting up a bigger gain. And he's eventually going to be stopped at about the 40-yard line. 13 more for Williams. Up to 14 rushes tonight. At this pace, he's on pace for on the track for more than 30 carries, so you wonder who else they will mix in the running game until they get that play-action passing working. From the 40, quick toss going to be caught by Jonathan Hilton to the left. He's got a chance to go into Fredricksburg Christian territory, and he does just that before he's knocked out of bounds by Meisinger. Although the official is blowing the whistle, this could be coming back. Not sure if there was an illegal block or illegal motion on this play. So that'll wipe away a nice gainer for Hilton, who had 20 on that pickup, but it will not stand. They're going to back them up to about the 33-yard line.
The Seahawks were called for holding, 10-yard penalty.
So he'll get 3 on that before the 10-yard. Big run for Micah Lance. Going to finally be caught by Carvajal, but not before he gets into the 20.
Micah Lance on the quarterback option keeper. Huge gain on the
Lance
play.
on the option keeper.
First down.
It's going to be spotted at the 20-yard line. 47 yards for Micah Lance. Longest play of the night. And I'm sure one of the longest runs of his season here in 2022. Handoff now to Williams. Runs into the defensive end, number 84 of Fredericksburg Christian, Zach Garner. A beautiful run, getting a crease and taking advantage of it. Going to be a pickup of about 3 on that. Handoff again to Williams. Sheds a tackler. Gets closer to the 10-yard line. He's stopped by Carvajal.
Williams on the carry off the left-hand side.
Looks like it's going to be at about the 12.
Tackle made by number 3, Christian Ray, and number 1, Gabe Carvajal.
60 yards on the ground on 16 attempts. Michael Lance got 47 on one scramble. Here's a big 3rd and 2 now from the 12. Hands it off to Williams, and he's met immediately by multiple white shirts as the likes of Jonathan Zavala and Zach Garner are there to limit him to a gain of about 1.
Close to the first down marker. They call that Seahawks first down.
Oh my, they gave him a first down. Generous spot.
First and goal, Seahawks.
Well, he only picked up a yard on that. I'm not sure Coach DeArmas of Fredericksburg Christian agree with him. He wants to call a timeout to get his defense prepped here with 5:22 to go in the first half. We'll take a quick timeout and come back with more right here at the Plex.
Earn $300.
And we're back here at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. 5:22 to go in our first half. Atlantic Shores and Fredricksburg Christian are scoreless, but the Seahawks, after converting a 3rd and 2 on the ground with Emmanuel Williams, have it at the 10. Trying to get our first touchdown of the night between two offenses putting up more than 30 points per game. And the Atlantic Shores fans making their voice heard tonight on this second to final Friday in October 2022. Jumbo package again with two backs in front of Lance. They hand it off to Emmanuel Williams, who muscles his way ahead to about the 5-yard line. He's going to be stopped by number 6 of Fredricksburg Christian. That is Bishop Hurd Samuels. So Williams down to the 5. Second and goal from the 5 now. This drive really enabled by Micah Lance with a 47-yard sprint down the Shores sideline. Much to the delight of the man at the helm of this program, who is his father. And we'll get a quick timeout from the Atlantic Shores offense.
Timeout, Seahawks.
So 4:44 to go in our first half. Stick around, we'll have a halftime break and we'll pass along some more scores around the area and get you caught up to speed on what's happening in high school football across Hampton Roads. While we have a moment, I want to give you a chance to know about those making this possible tonight here from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Our game brought to you by ZOUP EATERY. And at ZOUP, you can build the perfect box lunch, a customizable and individually packaged meal for your convenience. Choose from any of the wide variety of soups, fresh salads, made-to-order sandwiches, all served with a hunk of bread and dessert. That's something for the whole crew when you stop in at ZOUP EATERY. Second and goal from the 5. Michael Lance gets the snap, hands it off to Emmanuel Williams. Up the middle he goes, and he's going to be short of the end zone. He's quickly stopped by Meisinger of Fredericksburg Christian's defense. Hayden Meisinger has been a tackling machine tonight. Gained only about 1 on that. 19 carries for 68 yards for Williams. Now they want to go between 52, Beatty, and the right guard, 64. That's where the muscle is on that O-line, Isaac Cohen. Handoff, they go between the left guard and the center, and it's going to be Williams just short of the end zone as again Carvajal is there to keep him out of the end zone. It's at about the 1-yard line. So about 3 there for Williams. 4th and goal from the 1, knocking on the door with under 4 minutes to go in the first half. You know what they're going to do here, and that's bring in the heavy package as Travion Morgan, the sophomore center, 5'10", 210 pounds, joins the fray of blockers that will try to nudge whoever gets this football in. We could see number 4 get the carry, Cody Batts. He's in the backfield along with Williams. Lance is going to get the snap. Maybe it's a sneak. He hands it off to Williams, and Williams is going to be short of the end zone as the Fredericksburg Christian defense with Gabe Carvajal along with Bishop Hurd Samuels and company stop them on 4th and goal from the 1. My, oh my. They kept going to Williams. You thought they might go to more of a bruising back. And they keep him out of the end zone at the 1-inch line with 3:06 to go in the first half. So Fredericksburg Christian's defense, you get this long drive if you're Atlantic Shores. Micah Lance breaks off a 47-yard run, but no scoring yet. Shotgun out of the end zone. The handoff. Just trying to avoid the safety and barely doing so for Fredricksburg Christian is going to be number 4 on that run, Tim Usunge. Caden Beatty thought he was going to get himself a safety and 2 points. Nothing on that run for Usunge. You might just do a sneak here to get yourself a little bit of breathing room. I know it makes it 3rd and long, but at this point, Fredericksburg Christian playing with danger here on this shotgun snap. If it goes awry, you're down 2-0 potentially. Quick pass over the middle is going to be incomplete, and behind his intended target, Bishop Hurd Samuels, incomplete. 3 of 9 now on the night for Morris. And now you're looking at 3rd and 10 from your own 1 with 2:25 to go in the first half.
3rd and 10.
Morris with 1 back. 2 receivers to his left. 1 to the near side. He's going to heave it up for Hurd Samuels. Jump ball. It's going to be deflected by Atlantic Shores defensive back. Donning number 2, Josiah Malone. Malone did an excellent job of playing the ball and not worried about his defender. Didn't get a penalty. Very clean, effective coverage. Eight minutes to go in the first half. Indian River has a 13-0 lead on Great Bridge in Chesapeake.
Johnson's punt takes a nice roll and eventually goes out of bounds in Seahawks territory.
That punt will go out of bounds in Atlantic Shores territory. So Atlantic Shores will have their 5th possession now of the night, and this will start at their own 43-yard line after another very good 3-and-out from the defense. Fredericksburg Christian's high-flying offense, over 46 points per game, tonight held to a total of 8 yards. Nowhere to go. Lance looking to the near side. His pass is going to be hauled in by Malone, and Malone gets lit up along the sideline. Big hit from Bishop Hurd Samuels, who shows good sportsmanship, hitting him on the head. And nice job by Malone to get the first down and keep his composure there, not retaliate. Like to see that. Malone doing his job well there for a pickup of 13 yards to the 44-yard line of Fredericksburg Christian. $143 yards for Atlantic Shores compared to just 8 for Fredericksburg Christian, but we're still looking at a scoreless battle here. From the 44, here's a little nifty edge run that end around with Ali. He's going to net some good yardage. Ali sweeping to the left, and he's going to get to the 34-yard line. A pickup of just enough for the first down. Moving the sticks. The 34, the minute 45 and counting to go. Seahawks can't waste time here. Handoff to Emmanuel Williams, who has been the workhorse. Multiple white shirts get to him, including Christian Ray.
Led by number 3, Christian Ray.
It's going to be at about the 25-yard line, so second and about a long 1, short 2 for Emmanuel Williams. 22 attempts for 80 yards. Bear in mind, coming into tonight, he averaged 20 attempts a game, so he's already got more rushes in the first half than he averages per game all year. We've got a timeout here as play will stop with 1:09 to go in our first half. It's going to be a false start, and that's a potential drive killer. You'd hate to see that if Atlantic Shores as it takes a 2nd and 1 back 5 yards to make it 2nd and 6 from the 30. You can get to the 24 to move the chains here with just 69 seconds to go in the first half. How will they diversify the running game in the second half? Because Williams, you don't want him running the ball 44 times in this game. We're going to need to find a complementary back to him. Ali could be the answer to that question. Lance has got the 47-yard run. Maybe some more quarterback keepers out of option with him. Ali's in motion. Looking left to right now. The blitz is coming with Carvajal. He gets it off screen, complete. Short game, but inside the 25 to move the chains. It's going to be Jonathan Hilton hauling it in, and we've got a timeout for Atlantic Shores with 37 seconds to go in our first half. As Hilton will get about 7 on that. That's Jonathan's 4th reception for 13 yards tonight. Micah Lance now 7 of 11 for 30 yards passing. So 1st and 10 from the 23 with 37 seconds to play in the first half. Still looking for our first score tonight in this contest. A lot of action going on around the state tonight in both VISAA and VHSL football. Undefeated matchup in Northern Virginia with Fairfax and Lake Braddock has Fairfax leading 14-7. Radford and Floyd County out in Southwest Virginia has Radford up 21-14 on Floyd. Some more high school football scores in progress around Hampton Roads. Right now it's Phoebus 14, Woodside 7 with 8:08 to go in the second quarter. Western Branch has a 15-12 lead on Deep Creek with 7:50 to go in the first half. Oscar Smith 14, Nans Minerva nothing. Cox up 28-0 on First Colonial with 10 minutes to go in the first half there. And here's a weird score for you. End of 3 quarters, Nandua 2, Arcadia nothing. A safety, which is almost what we had here when it was first, or took that 3rd and 10 from the 1-yard line. Michael Lance heaves one towards the right corner of the end zone. It's going to be, it is intercepted again. He underthrew that one intended for Ali, and picking it off the second time tonight he's been picked off. Number 7, Noah Martin, that fabulous wide receiver with the INT, as that ends the scoring hope for Atlantic Shores. Second turnover of the night as Noah Martin picks off Lance with 32 seconds to go in the second quarter. William Johnson had the other interception for Fredricksburg Christian, and you would expect here that FCS will just take a knee for their 6th possession of the game to go to the half in this scoreless battle. They could take a shot though, and it'll be Atlantic Shores football to begin the second half since Fredericksburg Christian opened with the kickoff. Morris, they're going to actually take a shot here. Quick little tunnel screen action. Complete, nowhere to run. It lost a yardage as William Johnson went backwards because of Jonathan Hilton's tackle for loss.
Well defended by number 11, Jonathan Hilton.
And he lost 4 yards on that.
15.
Four completions for 1 yard passing tonight. Go figure. Who saw that coming? And a false start's going to back up Fredericksburg Christian 5 more yards. And now a couple of the officials will huddle up here as I think they're going to have to reset the game clock. Nope, they're going to say that's the end of the first half. Scoreless battle between two high-powered offenses. The defenses have controlled the show here. No scoring between Atlantic Shores and Fredericksburg Christian. We'll step aside for our halftime break and come back in just a little bit with second half action plus scores around Hampton Roads right here. You're watching the live stream of Atlantic Shores football right here at the Plex.
Earn $300 with everything checking from Dollar Bank. Then do your thing.
Well, what do we have here? Looks like the new guy picked up lunch. Went with the new DQ Signature Stack Burgers menu. That's nice. A lineup of bold flavors like the Flamethrower Signature Stack Burger and Loaded A1 Signature Stack Burger. It's a total of 5 premium burgers that are anything but boring. So, you can make an impression.
Am I gonna get reimbursed?
Like a really good impression?
I got it. Lunch is
New guy just became burger guy. DQ, happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Nobody cares for more young knees than CHKD Sports Medicine. Our specialists, surgeons, and physical therapists work together to develop treatment and training programs that get young athletes back up to speed safely with the strength and confidence they need to stay in the game for the long haul. CHKD Sports Medicine. Care today to last a lifetime.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
For more than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
Whenever,
wherever,
however.
And we welcome you back here at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Matt Hatfield here with you. I want to thank our entire team from the likes of Jeff Fatma on camera tonight, as well as Spencer Kane working our graphics and scores, James Timmons as well. Atlantic Shores, no score. Fredricksburg Christian, no score. Seahawks have a whopping yardage advantage of 169 total yards to just 4 for the Eagles. But they've had 2 turnovers. The interception by William Johnson in the second quarter, early on in the period, and the one with 32 seconds to go before the half from Noah Martin. A couple quick stats to run down before we take another timeout here for you. Some stats to pass along before we have another break. Drake Morris, 4 of 11 for 1 yard passing tonight. Noah Martin has a 10-yard catch and the INT on defense for Fredericksburg Christian. Meanwhile, for Atlantic Shores tonight, they've been led by Michael Lance, who is 7 of 12 passing for 30 yards. He also has a 47-yard run. Emmanuel Williams with 22 rushes for 80 yards. Amir Ali with a catch for 2 yards, 2 rushes for 12 yards. Josiah Malone with 2 receptions for 15 yards. And Jonathan Hilton with 4 catches for 13 yards. Some scores to pass along around high school football in Tidewater so far tonight. 3:10 to go in the first half. Ty Taylor with a 6-yard touchdown run to give Phoebus a 21-7 lead on Woodside. At intermission, it's Warwick 35, Gloucester nothing. Kings Fork with a 27-0 lead on Hickory late in the first half. Western Branch up by 10 on Deep Creek, 22-12 with 1:36 to go in the second quarter. Cox with a running clock margin lead, as they'll probably begin the second half with that, 35-0 in favor of the Falcons with 3 minutes to go in the second period. Nandua increased that lead on Arcadia. It was 2-0 to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to make it Nandua 10, Arcadia nothing with 11:05 to play in that contest. Early start there. Poquoson 27, Bruton 7 with 5:44 to go second quarter. Also in the Bay Rivers District, York with a 15-0 lead on Smithfield with 5:53 to go in the second period. It's Oscar Smith 14, Nansemond River 3 with 3:36 to go in the first half, and Indian River with a 20-0 lead on Great Bridge with 2:10 to go in the first half. All right, so there you have it, the scores from around the area. We'll take another timeout here from some of our sponsors helping make this broadcast possible tonight from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex here. And again, our game brought to you by ZOUP EATERY. So let's hear from some of the sponsors like ZOUP, Dairy Queen, One Life, CHKD, and more, as we'll come back in just a bit with second half action from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex.
Nobody cares for more young knees than CHKD Sports Medicine. Our specialists, surgeons, and physical therapists work together to develop treatment and training programs that get young athletes back up to speed safely with the strength and confidence they need to stay in the game for the long haul. CHKD Sports Medicine. Care today to last a lifetime.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. You need John Maynard. PFP, LUTCF, EA, all those initials behind his name mean he's qualified to work on your taxes. He's an ATA, accredited tax advisor. He's an ATP, accredited tax preparer. He's a fellow at NTPI, the National Tax Practice Institute. And if all that weren't enough, he's also been voted the Best of Norfolk and the Best of Virginia Beach Awards. John Maynard has been professionally trained in tax preparation and representation. He brings to the table over 30 years' experience in federal and state returns. He delivers personalized, one-on-one service, and he's a certified electronic filer. The IRS likes electronic filers. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service, 455-6763.
For more than 23 years, We've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
because we're here for you.
Whenever,
wherever,
however.
Revitalize your property today. Shine Time is your turnkey solution for all power washing and painting projects. With years of experience in both residential and large-scale commercial settings, their focus is to bring new life to your home, building, or outdoor space and ensure 100% customer satisfaction every time. Shine Time Power Wash.
Who doesn't love that Rocky music here on the Friday night in October? What's your favorite Rocky, Spencer? 1, 2, 3, or 4? He tells me 2. Jimmy, what's your favorite Rocky? 1, 2, 3, or 4? He's going to give me, he's still thinking about it. It'll take him an hour. I want to thank James Timmons as well as Spencer Kane as well as Jeff Fatma. I'm Matt Hatfield as we bring you this broadcast tonight of Atlantic Shores football. They're scoreless at the half with Fredricksburg Christian. And some of our sponsors include the likes of Shine Time, Power Wash, and Paint Professionals. You can revitalize your property today. Why not? When's a better time than October here? It's getting close to Thanksgiving and Christmas. Hey, Halloween's just 10 days away. And Shine Time, it's a place you have the ability to see your turnkey solution for all power washing and painting projects. Yeah, it's fall time, almost the winter time, but before you know it, you blink and the spring and summer's here. And they've got years of experience in both residential and large-scale commercial settings. Their focus is to bring new life to ensure your home, building, or outdoor space 100% customer satisfaction every time. Shine Time, Power Wash, and Paint Professionals. Some of the many sponsors that are proud to bring you this broadcast tonight, along with the likes of ZOUP EATERY, our title sponsor, CHKD Sports Medicine, AFC Urgent Care, Dairy Queen, Dollar Bank, John's Tax Service, One Life Fitness, Dollar Tree, Pain and Gain Sports, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, ZOUP EATERY, Vault Athletics, and one of Jimbo's favorites, Why Not Italian, where he has won numerous pizza puzzles. He can't hear me because he's sleeping right now. So one more score to pass along. We told you about some other high school football action. First half score, not sure the exact time. Bayside leads Ocean Lakes 22-0. Another Beach District matchup. So some standings coming into tonight if you're curious about it on the high school football front on the public school scene. Green Run came into tonight at 7-0 overall. They play Salem tomorrow at 2 o'clock at Salem High School. Kempsville at 7-1, Cox at 6-1, Sun Devils of Salem at 5-2, Bayside at 4-4, Lancetown and Kellum both scoring off tonight, and they're each 3-4. First Colonial and Tallwood both 2-5. Have not seen a score yet of that Tallwood Princess Anne game. Ocean Lakes at 1-7, PA at 0-7. And as far as unbeaten schools in Hampton Roads on the high school football front, only Oscar Smith, Phoebus, and Green Run are unblemished across the 757 area code. If you're curious about how you can stay up to date on the Virginia high school football action with the private school programs, the Virginia Independent Schools Athletic Association website can be found online at visaa.org. They've got all kinds of information up there, including tournament brackets, the info about the membership, the schools, and everything that you need to know about the VISAA, its mission statement, its vision statement, up there at visaa.org. We'll take another quick timeout and come back with the second half kickoff as Fredericksburg Christian has returned to the gridiron. They're in the white unis across the way. Atlantic Shores still in the locker room for another minute and change. Wayne Lance, the Seahawks, trying to come out in the third quarter with a strong statement to move to 7-1. We'll be back in just a bit here from the Plex in Virginia Beach.
Student-athletes represent their teams, fellow students.
College football only comes to Virginia Beach once a year. The Apprentice School Shipbuilders take on the top qualifying team from the Old Dominion Athletic Conference on Saturday, November 19th at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex Stadium. Tickets to the game are just $20. Catch the game live at the only venue in Virginia Beach with legit tailgating. Tailgate starts at 10 a.m. Join us for activities, contests, and prizes. Get your spot today for only $50. Virginia Beach Neptune Bowl presented by DoubleTree by Hilton Virginia Beach. Kickoff at 2 p.m. November 19th at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex Stadium. Visit app.gopassage.com for tickets today.
Earn $300 with everything checking from Dollar Bank. Then do your thing.
That's right, Chicho's. It's more than a pizza. One of the proud sponsors of high school football action here at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. And we're ready for the second half kickoff between Fredricksburg Christian and Atlantic Shores. Scoreless stalemate here tonight at the Plex, despite the whopping yardage advantage for Atlantic Shores, who will get the football first here to begin the second half. And it's going to be fielded by Atlantic Shores' Amir Ali, who's going to be met at about the 25-yard line. Check that, that was Josiah Malone rather on the return. Thought that was Ali. But 169 yards to 4 for Atlantic Shores in the first half. Quite an edge. So we'll begin the second half with Atlantic Shores at their own 25-yard line with 11:53 to go in our third quarter rather. Handoff's going to be to Emmanuel Williams. He's got moves inside the 35. He's going to be tackled at about the 38, 39-yard line. So that's quite the way to begin the second half for Emmanuel Williams, who is now closing in on 100 yards for the night. 23 rushes for 94 yards. And that's just the way you want to begin the second half if you're Atlantic Shores. Handoff again to Williams. He scoots to the left, tries to cut it upfield. And a couple of tacklers are ready for him in Gabe Carvajal and Christian Ray. But another positive gain for Emmanuel Williams up to the 46-yard line.
6 on the play. 2nd and 4.
Give him 7 on that. That puts him over 100 for the night. Getting some creases to the left side. Will they go back to that area of the field or try to hit him on the right? Williams lines up to the right, gets the handoff. He's going to cut it to the left again. Scoots off tackle and moves into Fredricksburg Christian territory. Coming up very decisive with the ground game here on this series.
But not until Williams gets to the Seahawks. First down.
So from the 46 to the 48, Pickup of 6 more. Williams up the middle. Gets to the second level of defense before he's finally run into by number 6, Bishop Hurd Samuels. That's another 5 or 6 more for Williams. We'll say 6. We're running out of lines on our score sheet for Emmanuel Williams. He's going to be sore in the morning, but he won't mind being sore if it's a victory. They got to get on the board here on this series, you would think. They fake the handoff to Williams. The pass in the backfield is going to be behind the intended target in Ali. It's a live football, viewed a lateral. So that is an enormous loss for Atlantic Shores. We thought it was a dead play and incomplete. But because it was a backwards pass, it's technically a live football and a lateral. So they end up losing 15 yards on that play as they go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 19. Really costly penalty. And technically it's going to go to Ali, even though it shouldn't, because he's the one that gathered the football. Rolling right, Lance's pass is short for his intended target, Josiah Malone, incomplete. That one, I'm not trying to be critical here, but that one's more on Lance because you put your back in a bad spot. And I'm sure Michael will hear that from Father Wayne when he comes to the sideline at some point. And right now, Coach Lance is just trying to keep Amir Ali calm after that potentially devastating moment, which could have resulted in a turnover, let alone the loss of yardage. If Fredericksburg Christian is really alert on that, they get themselves the football in Atlantic Shores territory. So Caden Beatty back to punt here, a 4th and 19 from the 43. It's going to be a run for Caden, not an intentional fake, but it turns into a fake, and he's not going to get enough for the first down, but Beatty will end up getting some positive yardage out of it before he's eventually brought down by Tim Osunje and Hayden Meisinger. But man, oh man, the snap was not a clean one, so Beatty tries to run with it here. And Fredericksburg Christian has good field position at the 45-yard line with 9:09 to go in the 3rd quarter. So Beatty's going to end up saying, Coach, give me the rock more. I average 12 yards per rush. It's a pretty good average, right? Problem is, good field position now for Fredericksburg Christian to try to steal the game's first points after Shores has had a significant advantage in yardage and field position for much of the night. Now Fredericksburg Christian trying to flip the field here and capitalize. 5 wide, empty set here for quarterback Drake Morris. Just looking for that 31st touchdown pass of the season. Claps his hands, gets the snap. Over the middle, he's got an open target. It's going to be Bishop Hurd Samuels. First down and more as he gets inside the 30, tackled down by Amir Ali, and Bishop Hurd Samuels will end up getting to the 27-yard line, a gain of 28. Longest play from scrimmage of the night for the FCS Eagles. 1st and 10 from the 27 of Atlantic Shores. Can the Seahawks defense hold firm here? More yards on that play than they had the entire first half. Empty set again, 5 wide. Looking right, Morris completes it. He's got his man, and a high tackle there from the Atlantic Shores defense, and it's going to be a penalty, it looks like. Cody Batts wrapped up the ball carrier, Samuel Hugill, high. And that's going to be on the Seahawks there. Face mask on the defense.
There was a flag on the play, and the call was face mask against the Seahawks.
So that's of the 15-yard variety. And just a really costly penalty to the 15-yard line now.
15-yard penalty. First and 10 on the Seahawks 15.
So at the 15, that penalty really could hurt Atlantic Shores more than they'd like, unless the defense can create a big sack or turnover here. Morris looking to the left. One-on-one with Ali, and the intended target's going to bring it in. Touchdown reception by number 7 of Fredricksburg Christian, Noah Martin, his 17th touchdown grab of the year. And Drake Morris gets that 31st touchdown pass of the year, this one from 15 yards out to put Fredricksburg Christian on the board first. 6-0 extra point forthcoming with 8:05 to go in our third quarter. So a quick drive for Fredricksburg Christian. Just a couple of plays, the one penalty play, extending him further. PAT is good. 7-0 in favor of Fredricksburg Christian, who strikes first despite multiple opportunities in the red area tonight for Atlantic Shores, who will have to overcome this deficit to win this ball game tonight. So 7-0 is our score. Fredricksburg Christian with a 7-0 lead here with 8:05 to go in the third quarter. The Eagles coming in, putting up 46.3 points per game. And they have been held in check until that series where they had generous field position, that 4th and 19, punt that turned into a fake where Caden Beatty gained 12, not enough for the first down, and with 9:09 to go in the third quarter, Fredricksburg Christian took over at their own 45. Fredricksburg Christian kicks it off with their place kicker, number 10, William Johnson, who made that extra point, also had a critical interception in the first half defensively. And with it going to the end zone, touchback puts the Seahawks at their own 20 for their second series of the half. While we've got a moment, I want to thank Vault Athletics and Fitness. The Vault Fitness facility is Hampton Roads' newest 13,000 square foot facility located in the Hilltop section of Virginia Beach, where they specialize in youth athlete development, personal training, small group training, and specialty fitness classes. Vault Athletics and Fitness. Handoff, scooting to the left, and not much running room for Amir Ali, who was brought down behind the line of scrimmage from Gabe Carvajal. And Fredricksburg Christian with the tackle for loss, and Ali loses a yard. Atlantic Shores offensive line is going to have to step up here and give the backs and quarterback Michael Lance more time to operate. Lance now going to work with the passing game. It's going to be high and pulled in, but out of bounds, so incomplete. And the Seahawks not quite on track yet through the air. Michael Lance starting at the quarterback spot as a freshman. Promising future ahead for the 5'10", 160-pound trigger man. Getting his feet wet here against one of the better private school teams in the state. In fact, the #1 ranked team in Division II. A program that is seeking its 3rd state championship in 9 years, having won titles back in 2014 and 2018. Quite a history of success they have, and Coach David DeArmas pleased with what he's seen tonight. And that's going to be incomplete. 3 and out for the Seahawks, as their passing game has been held in check tonight to less than 5 yards per completion and only 2 yards per attempt. which is why they've had to rely so much on the running game with Emmanuel Williams, who's got 26 rushes for 113 yards on the night, and Caden Beatty back to punt. And it would probably be a good idea not to have this one be a fake. Don't think the last one was designed to be, and it just turned out that way, unfortunately, as they will boot it away. Beatty gets the snap, good position here, and a nice kick from Beatty. It's going to take a hop, and a good one there for the Seahawks. They would have liked to have put them on the other side of the field, but the offense didn't give him a whole lot of room to do such. So Fredricksburg Christian now, after the Seahawks had it for literally just 1 minute, time of possession not working out in their favor in this half. It did for much of the first half in terms of plays run and yards gained. Fredricksburg Christian at the Atlantic Shores 46. You would expect Drake Morris and company to take a deep shot. They went to that empty 5-wide look here, and they're back with it in this third quarter. No need to run the football. They've got just 3 yards rushing on the night. They want to go to the air with Drake Morris. Noah Martin, though, a little jet sweep action. He'll get a yard or 2 before a couple of Seahawks tacklers are there, including Caden Beatty, as well as number 11, Jonathan Hilton.
Noah Martin on the carry.
So Martin will pick up just a yard.
You have 1 on the play, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now from the 45. Empty 5-wide set again. 3 receivers to the near side. Morris looking to his left. Got the completion. And scooting out of bounds with the penalty marker is going to be Noah Martin again. Fredricksburg Christian believes it's on Atlantic Shores.
Quick pass out to Noah Martin.
I think the referee picked it up. No signal to us at all, unless they're now discussing it. I think it just fell out, rather. It's not going to be a penalty on anyone. Oh, here it is. Here's the penalty. Face mask on the defense. So that's going to be another tough one on Atlantic Shores following the 12-yard completion to Martin.
We'll add another 15 yards to the end of the catch.
So that'll take it from the 33 to about the 18, we think, maybe further. Oh, they're saying it's further, as they mark this all the way inside the 15 at the 13. It should be at the 18. I think the referee marked it up 5 yards too far, and he's going to now go back and fix this. It should be at the 18. They're going to move it back to the 18. So that's what we thought. It would be at the 18-yard line off that 15-yard penalty. Atlantic Shores tonight, 5 penalties for 57 yards. Not helping matters. But an excellent job by Fredricksburg Christian to sense the opportunity and try to buoy this miscue into points. Rolling to the left is Drake Morris to get out of bounds. A pretty good job by this Fredricksburg Christian offensive line here in the second half, as we're seeing Xavier Brown wearing number 55, the center, and 70, the right tackle sophomore Eli Pyle hold their ground, although as we applaud them, it's going to be a hold, so maybe not the best time for me to shout out the offensive line, which has kept Morris upright much of the night against those 2 big-time pass rushing threats for Atlantic Shores that we highlighted in our open, with 19 sacks between them and the Kent State commit Caden Beatty and Nathaniel McDonald, the breakout junior. It's just this hold's going to back them up to the 30. A 12-yard penalty on Fredricksburg Christian. Morris awaits the snap. 3 receivers to the far side. Looking near side, he's got a completion. It's going to be hauled in by Bishop Hurd Samuels, who's met by a trio of Seahawks. Amir Ali, one of them went on the stop. Josiah Malone over there as well. Thought they might go towards the boundary, but they didn't. And a no gain on that completion to Herb Samuels. So the secondary of Atlantic Shores stepping up in support there. Second and long from the 30-yard line. Stack formation. Gabe Carvajal will step up to the left of quarterback Drake Morris. Low snap, he's able to haul it in though. And his pass is going to be over the head of Herb Samuels with Malone in coverage, incomplete.
Mr. Bishop Herb Samuels falls incomplete.
So 8 of 16 for 54 yards for Morris tonight. 53 of those yards coming in the second half, including that 15-yard touchdown strike to Noah Martin. Big surprise in Richmond as Hanover leads Patrick Henry of Ashland 28-0 at intermission. Oscar Smith with a 21-3 lead late in the first half on Nansman River back here in Tyler. Interception! A chance for a 63-yard pick six for Atlantic Shores on the screen pass. Read wonderfully, and that turns the game around for the Seahawks. What a play defensively by Atlantic Shores. Nathaniel McDonald. If he can't get to the quarterback on a sack, he'll get a 63-yard pick six to pay dirt. And that'll wake up anybody who was taking a snooze here. Extra point away from tying things up. 7-all with 5:07 to go in the third quarter. You almost wonder about momentum going for two here. Caden Beatty with this important PAT try. And it's good. We're deadlocked at 7-all. We'll watch it again on a replay, which is always great to see here on our broadcast tonight, presented by ZOUP EATERY, just to make sure where McDonald caught it. Nathaniel McDonald with the INT on the screen. It's going to be 63 yards where he caught it. What a play. Nathaniel McDonald. And they would look like they were in big trouble. And the worst time to have your first turnover of the night if you're Fredricksburg Christian. McDonald came in with 28 tackles for loss and 12 sacks. What a play. 63 yards to pay dirt. Fredricksburg Christian will take this kickoff on a hop at about the 13-yard line. Tackle's going to be made by Josiah Malone as well as number 16, Ben Clark. We do have a flag on the play. And the body language has got to pick up if you're Fredricksburg Christian. I know that's a devastating play, but you want to go to the next play. That holding's not going to help them any. 10-yard infraction. You just see kind of some more slumped over by Carvajal and Herb Samuels. They're going to be two key engines for this offense as field position has now flipped back in favor of Atlantic Shores. And you don't cash in on the other side of the 50-yard line of your opponent, and then you get pinned inside your own 20, or in this case, inside your own 15, It really spells trouble. So with 5:02 to go in the third quarter, Fredricksburg Christian stuck at their own 12, and we'll see if Drake Morris has a short-term memory and can bounce back from that INT. Try to throw a safe, quick screen, and Nathaniel McDonald sniffed it out beautifully. Morris gets the snap. Looks to the left, complete. Noah Martin's got it inside the 20-yard line. He's going to be tackled on that play by Jonathan Hunter.
Tackle made by number 17, Jonathan Hunter. First down, Eagles.
And that's going to be enough to move the sticks. Gain of 11, looks like. On the 24-yard line, empty 5 wide set again. Morris going deep. He's got his target hauled in. Number 82 on the catch for Fredricksburg Christian. Luke Chilton, the 6'7" senior tight end basketball player. Just lob it up for Chilton, and he'll go haul it in 26 yards to midfield. Chilton's first grab of the night, and it came at a very opportune time. Morris now up to 91 yards passing after being held in check. And this is a big-time response from this quarterback after that turnover that could have been crippling. This is going to be a pass incomplete as the pressure came. Guess who? If it's not Caden Beatty who gives his teammate Nathaniel McDonald a high five, it is Big Nate, the 6'4", 220-pound junior. Incomplete. Had a chance to catch up with Caden Beatty back in August, not long after he made his verbal commitment to Kent State, and I asked him who would be the breakout football player on this Atlantic Shores team in 2022 as they try to defend their state championship, and he called it perfectly. He said Nathaniel McDonald. Well, I think we'll start to get a lot of college interest and attention as this junior season wraps up for him and heads into the offseason, and probably makes the camp and combine circuit run, if you will. 2nd and 10. Eagles trying to break this tie and take the lead. Comeback route is complete to Bishop Hurd Samuels from quarterback Drake Morris,
Pass complete to Bishop Hurd Samuels.
who's now 11 of 21 on the night. Hurd Samuels with his 3rd reception.
Gain of 6 on the play.
He's up to 34 yards on the night. 3rd and 4 now from the Atlantic Shores 44. Trips left. Trying to stretch out this Shores defense horizontally, east-west style, so that it opens up a vertical shot down the field. No safety help really on the far side. We'll see if Morris tries to take advantage of it, and he does down the field, but it's going to be incomplete. Not the best timing and communication with his receivers on that one. You do like the idea, though, because if you can get behind the defense, it's going to be a touchdown of 44 yards. Offense will stay on the field here for this important 4th and 4 with 3:09 to go in our 3rd quarter, as the action has gotten a bit more interesting, shall we say. Look for Chilton here. He's the big 6'7" target in the slot on the far side. Oh, he's going to take the wide snap and punt it out of bounds. Not a real big-time benefit in terms of field positioning, but it's a safe play, and you put faith in your defense if you're Fredricksburg Christian, because you've contained the Atlantic Shores offense for much of this half. That was not the case in the first half when Emmanuel Williams ran wild on them to the tune of 80 yards on 22 attempts. Big question for Atlantic Shores now is going to be, as they get their 3rd offensive possession here of the quarter with 3:03 to go from their own, looks like 23-yard line. Can their passing game wake up, get ignited? And who can spark them there? Maybe Josiah Malone, Jonathan Hilton, or perhaps Amir Ali, that shifty, speedy weapon. Go back to Williams. 2 defenders right away drag him down. One of which, as they bring Williams back to the huddle, number 84, Zach Garner.
Number 71, Nathan Moody.
Nathan Moody also in on that stop. Minimal pickup of about 3 for Williams, out to the 26.
Second and 8.
Hand off to Williams. Nowhere to go as he gets close to the 30. A couple of defenders, including the likes of Hayden Meisinger and Tim Assange. So at the 29-yard line, looking at 3rd and 4. 28 attempts for 119 yards for Emmanuel Williams. Well on his way to getting 40 rushes on this night. 3rd and 4 now. Trying to go up the middle and not much daylight as Williams is stuffed. Brendan O'Brien, a junior lineman, in on that scrum. And Shores is trying to go fast here, see if they can maybe make him jump off sides. Go for it. It's going to be 4th and 2 from the 31. And I think they did get it. Quarterback keeper with Lance. And Micah Lance sticks his nose in there as a 9th grader and says, I'm not afraid of you big guys. 1st down to the 35. Up the gut with Williams again. Looked like Moody was in on that stop. Up to about the 38.
Gain of 4 in the play. 2nd and 6.
$125 yards tonight for Williams. They want to get him to that left side again because that's where he runs best. And there it is to the left, but he's going to be yanked by the jersey from number 11, Hayden Meisinger, who has to have at least 8 or 9 tackles tonight. And Meisinger not letting him get much on that run. Maybe a yard. For 3rd and 5 from the 40. In motion now. Up the gut. Seahawks getting no traction as Gabe Carvajal halts Williams for a loss of a yard. End of 3 quarters of play and 4th down upcoming for Atlantic Shores, who's tied at 7 apiece with Fredricksburg Christian. We'll take a timeout and come back with the 4th quarter conclusion right here from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex.
Earn $300 with everything checking from Dollar Bank. Then do your thing.
All right, back here for the 4th quarter now as Atlantic Shores is lining up to punt it away here on 4th down with Caden Beatty. Matt Hatfield here with you from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Beatty gets the snap, boots it away. Good one tonight here on this 21st day of October, the year 2022. Spencer Kane on our graphics tonight, as well as Jeff Fatma on camera. James Timmons assistant as well. I want to thank Chuck Thornton, Nick Sentai, and the whole crew here at the Plex, as well as our sponsors. Our title sponsor tonight, ZOUP EATERY, where you can build the perfect box lunch. They've got fresh salads, made-to-order sandwiches, all served with a hunk of bread and dessert, plus the soup. As they're playing on this nice turf field tonight, which makes me think of AstroTurf, the brand that's been driven by forward-thinking ingenuity since 1965. Today, AstroTurf continues to improve its system design to deliver playing surfaces with the most realistic sports-specific performance, longest-lasting durability, and sound player protection. AstroTurf, thank you to them for their support of all the athletic events, be it the field hockey, the soccer, the football here in Virginia Beach at the Plex in the Regional Training Center. Completion by Drake Morris over the middle from the 30-yard line on a quick slant. It's going to move the sticks. It's going to be hauled in by number 6, Bishop Hurd Samuels. And BHS gets them to the 43-yard line, a pickup of 13. He's got 47 yards receiving tonight. Puts Morris over 100 yards passing, which is not quite up to his norm in terms of average. He averages 231 yards per game, so the Shore's defense has had to make him work for some of these yards, most of which have come in the second half. Caden Beatty trying to break the double team in the middle. High jump ball, leaping catch, and possibly a touchdown. He's off to the races. There goes that man again. Bishop Hurd Samuels with a Sports Center-esque highlight reel touchdown catch of 57 yards. A 57-yard TD as Fredricksburg Christian reclaims the lead. And gets the visitors from up in 540 country a little excited, to say the least. Extra point now for Will Johnson, and it's going to be booted through. So a touchdown for Fredericksburg Christian. They claim a 14-7 lead here tonight at the Plex. And before we kick off, we'll hear from one of our sponsors real quick. Take a fast timeout, come back with more here from Virginia Beach. And we're back here on this chilly night. Temperature has dropped down to 51 degrees here on this 21st day of October. Matt Hatfield here with you as Fredericksburg Christian has broke the tie with Atlantic Shores on a 57-yard TD pass from Drake Morris to Bishop Hurd Samuels. For Bishop Hurd Samuels, that is his 11th touchdown catch of the year as FCS tries to move to 8-0 overall and maintain their #1 ranking in Division II. Long kickoff from Johnson is going to be fielded in the end zone for a touchback, as this Fredericksburg Christian passing attack, which was held to just 1 yard in the first half, now has 160 yards here in the second half on 9 completions, as both Hurd Samuels and Noah Martin have broken loose. They've not done with much of a running game. Only 7 carries tonight for 4 yards on the ground for FCS. And now Atlantic Shores' offense going to have to do something to change momentum. So from their own 20-yard line, the Seahawks Micah Lance, the freshman, launching one down the field. It's going to be pulled in or not. Yes, it is. Completion with Jonathan Hilton pulling it in. We're watching some dazzling catches tonight. Martin and Herb Samuels on one end. Now Hilton from the 9th grade, gunslinger to the 45-yard line. 25-yard completion. First completion of the second half for Lance, and it couldn't have come at a better time. From the 45, trying to get that running game going to the left side, which has been such an effective side tonight. But the Fredricksburg Christian defense quickly to pounce.
Hayden Meisinger on the tackle.
Hayden Meisinger, who has been everywhere tonight, in on that stop for no gain. Williams was very fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage. And we've got an injury timeout as Meisinger is being looked out. And while that defender is being looked at for Fredricksburg Christian, let's hear from one of our sponsors in One Life Fitness here and come back with more here from the Plex. And Hayden Meisinger still being tended to right now by the medical staff here at the Plex, but it's now finally being helped up, and good to see the folks giving him a nice hand as he's able to walk off. So Meisinger, one of the key defenders for Fredricksburg Christian. And you just saw that commercial for One Life Fitness. One Life, One Inspired Life. They're here to help start your new membership today at any one of 8 convenient Hampton Roads locations. You can also go online to onelifefitness.com to claim a free trial pass. That's onelifefitness.com. Shotgun snap. Micah Lance rolling to his right. He's got an open man. Josiah Malone bobbles up but pulls it in as Malone comes up with the reception on the completion from Lance. And Shores is in business inside the 30 at the 28-yard line. Worth 27 yards on that play. Josiah Malone with his longest catch of the night, up to 42 yards on the evening. And just like that, Micah Lance with 52 yards through the air on a couple of completions. And back to the running game to augment that passing attack that's come alive. Hand off to Emmanuel Williams before he is wrestled down by the Fredricksburg Christian defender Elijah Robinson, a sophomore.
Tackles made by number 25, Elijah Robinson. But not until Williams gets the Seahawks first down.
So from the 28 down to the 18, 10 for Williams. Back to Williams they go for a minimal pickup of about a yard or two.
Will Williams on the carry. Tackle made by number 8, Zach Orndorff.
Zach Orndorff in on that stop, the senior strong safety, as Williams picks up about a yard or two.
Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9.
35 rushes for 136 yards tonight. 2nd and 9 from the 17. And the big question is, if you score, does Wayne Lance get tempted to go for 2? Quick toss is going to be complete. Touchdown for Atlantic Shores. There is a flag, however, on the play, as this could bring back Mikey Fisher's big moment of the night. He saw a lot of daylight, green turf. I was going to say green grass in front of him, but I think there was a hold that enabled that, and some of the friendly boo birds rained down. We can't really have friendly boo birds, but they were not vicious, the fans on that. I think they were just sad to see it have to come back. That's going to mark them out at the 23. Fisher will technically get 4. That's a 23 now.
Second and 14.
Looking left, Lance, he's gonna lob it, open target, can he haul it in and stay in? He does, Amir Ali.
Amir Ali pulls in the Micah Lance pass.
Broke the coverage down, and they're down inside the 3-yard line.
First and goal,
Ali
Seahawks.
with a 20-yard pickup. His first reception of the second half. And Micah Lance has really stepped it up. Quick run play as they got to the huddle fast. Emmanuel Williams moves him to the 1-yard line.
Shy of the goal line. Second and goal.
Second and goal from the 1 now. Oh, and there's movement on the defense. That'll put them at the half-yard line. At this point, you might go out of shotgun to the tight formation, just sneak it in with Lance. Reward him for his excellent passing on this fourth quarter series where he has been ever clutch. Just line him up under center, get behind Caden Beatty, and he can beat his man one-on-one. They're going to stay in shotgun. A little surprised by that, to be honest with you, from the half-yard line. Quick handoff to Williams, and that's the problem when you do that. You put yourself in risk of losing a couple yards, and the Fredricksburg Christian defense was ready for it.
Defensive play from the Eagles defense. Third and goal.
Missed who that stop was on. It looked like it might have been Alex Tudor, number 68. But they end up losing a full yard on that run. And Ali is trying to get the signal from Coach Lance. They have to be careful not to get a delay of game. That'll back them up to the 7, which you don't want. So they'll burn a timeout here with 7:19 to play in this one. 14-7, Fredricksburg Christian with the lead. Let's hear about the Neptune Bowl coming up.
College football only comes to Virginia Beach once a year. The Apprentice School Shipbuilders take on the top qualifying team from the Old Dominion Athletic Conference on Saturday, November 19th at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex Stadium. Tickets to the game are just $20. Catch the game live at the only venue in Virginia Beach with legit tailgating. Tailgate starts at 10 a.m. Join us for activities, contests, and prizes. Get your spot today for only $50. Virginia Beach Neptune Bowl presented by DoubleTree by Hilton, Virginia Beach. Kickoff at 2 p.m. November 19th at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex Stadium. Visit app.gopassage.com for tickets today.
So there you have it. The Neptune Bowl's coming here at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. For more info, go to beachsportsplex.com. It's Saturday, November the 19th, presented by DoubleTree Hilton. It's the Apprentice School versus the top qualifying ODAC team. Kickoff at 2 o'clock on that Saturday, November. Right now, Randolph-Macon and Washington Lee are both 3-0 in the conference, while Bridgewater, Shenandoah, and Hampton-Sydney are all 2-1 apiece in the league. Big third and goal from the 2-yard line for the Seahawks, down by 7 here in the fourth quarter against unbeaten Fredericksburg Christian. Option play. He fakes the handoff. Lance, the freshman, rolling right. He's going to get away from the pressure and incomplete. Best to avoid that sack as the pressure was bearing down with number 52 for FCS, Camden Scott, in his grill. So fourth and goal coming with 7:11 to play.
Fourth and goal, Seahawks.
And Wayne Lance is hoping to say, oh, thank heaven we got in the end zone with this one if they can punch it in. Emmanuel Williams and Amir Ali both lining up in the backfield, it looks like here, with split backs. Possibly a play where you fake it to one and hand to the other, but the blocking up front's got to be on point with this Fredericksburg Christian defensive front playing its tails off tonight. Flexing out, it's going to be Williams. The handoff to Ali, up the middle, trying to push his way forward, and he's going to be short by just a yard, making the tackle. Looked like number 25 was in on that stop for Fredericksburg Christian defensively. Elijah Robinson, the sophomore, as Ali gets just a yard, but that wasn't enough. So they stop him on 4th and goal from the 1 with 7:05 to go. Fredricksburg Christian maintaining a 14-7 lead. And now a timeout by the Eagles of Fredricksburg Christian here with 7:05 to go. What to do with your money? You can always go to Dollar Bank.
Earn $300 with everything checking from Dollar Bank. Then do your thing.
Dollar Bank, one of the proud sponsors here of high school football action at the Sportsplex, along with our title sponsor, ZOUP EATERY, as well as John's Tax Service, One Life Fitness, Dairy Queen, AFC Urgent Care, CHKD Sports Medicine, AstroTurf, Dollar Tree, Paint and Game Sports, Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Vault Athletics, and Why Not Italian. And celebrating over 28 years in Hampton Roads, Why Not's commitment to excellent ingredients, traditional recipes, and treating customers like family is what's allowed them to serve delicious food to the community since 1993. You can dine in at any of the 7 locations around Tidewater, including the newest spot over there on Haygood, Independence Boulevard. What's for dinner tonight or tomorrow night? Anytime. Why Not Italian? So with 7:05 to go, Fredricksburg Christian going to try to dig out from its own 1. They don't want a safety because that would allow this to be a 14-9 game and give the Seahawks the ball back with a chance for a go-ahead touchdown in the closing minutes. To avoid that, they try to hand it off, and Caden Beatty is signaling safety. Will the referee, though, do the same on that handoff? It's a safety! Caden Beatty tackled him in the end zone. The ball carrier did not get out, and the Kent State commit gets exactly what the doctor ordered for the Shore Seahawks. That handoff lost a yard to number 4 of Fredricksburg Christian, Tim Osunje. So that's exactly what Atlantic Shores needed. A tackle for loss from Caden Beatty. He came in with 32 of those suckers before this game. And none bigger than this one to possibly trigger a comeback. 14-9 our score. You can hear Wayne Lance barking out, I just said move up 20 yards to some of his players providing instructions. He's getting a little animated here. So they have new life, another chance here to the defending state champs against the unbeaten Eagles. We'll pass along some more scores in just a bit here, so we haven't done so in a little bit of while here. Kickoff fielded by Atlantic Shores with number 2 getting it. That's Josiah Malone near midfield before he's finally wrestled down. So great special teams play there for Atlantic Shores. Final score tonight, Cox 42, First Colonial nothing. Running clock win for Pro Football Hall of Famer Alan Faneca and the Falcons, who have now won 6 in a row to move to 7-1 on the year. Indian River has a 40-0 lead on Great Bridge with 6 minutes to go in that one. Tallwood 22, Princess Anne 16, end of 3 quarters. Kellam 14, Lancetown 9 with 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. So here we go, Lennox Shores with the football at midfield with 6:48 to go. Handoff, the sweep to the left for Amir Ali. He's going to get a yard this time before he's met by a couple of tacklers. Brendan O'Brien on that stop.
2nd and 8.
5th possession of the 2nd half for Atlantic Shores. Quick screen to Amir Ali, and he is swallowed up quickly by that Fredricksburg Christian defense. In on that stop, number 52, Camden Scott, the sophomore, who's flying out there like a linebacker. They lost 3 yards on that screen. Four receivers now for Lance. He's got an open target. It's going to be hauled in for Atlantic Shores. Big completion to number 11, Jonathan Hilton. The sure-handed one on 3rd and 12 to move the sticks and put them at the 25-yard line. Gain of 27 yards. 5:25 to play. It's Lance's 13th completion of the night. And as big as it gets. He's thrown that lobbing pass really well, and here's Williams with the run. Through the teeth of the defense. Multiple white shirts, including Brendan O'Brien on the stop as he gets all the way down to about the 17-yard line. Pickup of 8 for Emmanuel. His 38th rush for 145 yards. Handoff again to Williams, carry number 39, and he's not going to go anywhere as the defense was ready. Hayden Meisinger, who went out earlier with an injury we watched, he's back in, giving it his all to try to preserve this 14-9 lead. A touchdown would win it. A field goal only pulls you within 2.
3rd and 2.
And he got nothing on that carry. Third and 2 from the 17. 2-down territory, you would suspect, as we approach 4 minutes to play in this one. Fakes the handoff. Micah Lance moves the sticks. Going to be brought down by Tim Asunje, but that's a first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line as the freshman quarterback with a clutch conversion here with 8 yards on the run.
First and goal, Seahawks.
First and goal at the 9. Handoff to Williams. Is the 40th carry of the night going to be the special one to give his team the lead? Not quite. Multiple tacklers in on that stop, including Gabe Carvajal and Christian Ray. Williams is down at the 4. 40 carries for 150 yards. Doubling his per game output in terms of attempts. Fake the handoff. Lance is going to scoot his way into the end zone. Touchdown. Atlantic Shores takes the lead with 3:10 to play. And the crowd goes nuts here at the Sportsplex. An 8-play, 50-yard drive that took 3:38 off the clock. And now the 2-point try. Nope, they're going to motion into an extra point look. which you wonder about here because a 2-point gives you a 3-point lead. Field goal could tie you, not beat you. If you miss this, or you make this, either way a field goal beats you. So that 3-point deficit you do wonder about. Now he's going to think it over and call a timeout. I think he's looking at the amount of time left in the game here. To me, the only logical move is 2-point. Go for it. If you don't get it, it doesn't hurt you that much because an extra point doesn't help you here at this stage of the game. So we'll see what Coach Lance decides to do. And as he talks it over, let's hear from AFC Urgent Care. So what is Wayne Lance going to do here as he's talked it over with his guys? After that 8-play, 50-yard drive in 3 minutes and 38 seconds. Here's the 2-point look with 3:10 to go. As they're going to shade over to the left hash on the far side of your screen. Lance with 2 receivers to his right, 1 to the left. Lance is going to roll right after getting the snap. Quick throw, and the 2-point is caught by Jonathan Hilton, and how fitting, the one who had the 27-yard catch to spark the drive, and it's a 17-14 lead. What a textbook drive led by the freshman quarterback, Micah Lance, engineering the go-ahead score tonight. The 4-yard TD run, 62 yards rushing, 132 yards passing after throwing for just 30 yards in the first half. Remember, he had that critical 47-yard run that looked like it was going to be the first points of the game to set Shores up. And the kickoff. Trying to turn it around the other way. Uh-oh, he's broken room to go. A chance to turn this into an enormous play. It's going to be number 6, Bishop Hurd Samuels. We do have a whistle. As Bishop Hurd Samuels scooped that up at the 20-yard line. And they're going to mark it at the 46 of Atlantic Shores. So 34-yard kickoff return to set up Fredricksburg Christian at the Atlantic Shores 46. How good has Bishop Hurd Samuels been in all 3 phases tonight? The 5 catches for 104 yards in the TD. That special teams play and several key plays on the defensive side of the football. Sixth series of the half for Fredericksburg Christian. They need a field goal to tie, a touchdown to win here with 2 minutes and 56 seconds to go. Can Drake Morris keep the unblemished season going? And we have the officials with a whistle, and it looks like it's going to be an official's timeout here. We'll keep it right here as Drake Morris will throw off the field some type of gear that came off during that return. So here's Morris ready for the shotgun snap. Looking right, complete to Bishop Hurd Samuels, that guy. Tackled by Josiah Malone.
It's complete to Bishop Bert Samuels.
Going to be marked at the 43.
Josiah Malone there to push him out of bounds. Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7.
Watch out for Noah Martin. We told you about coming in. His 16 touchdowns, over 600 yards receiving. Broke free earlier. It's on your near side of the screen, but Morris can't see him as the pressure was bearing down with Atlantic Shores. None other than number 72, Patrick Linton, hurrying that throw.
Forces the incomplete pass. Bringing up 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 now from the 43. 2:15 to go. You figure 2 down territory, you punt the football away, you might not get it back. There's a pretty darn good chance you won't get it back on this side of the 50-yard line in Shores territory. 2 receivers to each side for Drake Morris. Throws the comeback route. It's going to be out of the reach of Noah Martin, incomplete. And Atlantic Shores one more stop away of putting this one on ice, you would suspect. I think they've got 2 timeouts left through the Eagles of Fredricksburg Christian. We'll try to check that when we get a moment. We unfortunately do not have that at our disposal on the main scoreboard here at the Plex tonight. This will be a sweet finish for Atlantic Shores if they get this stop. We'll tell you about a sponsor that has some sweet treats in just a moment. Fredricksburg Christian looking for a heroic play here. Pass is broken up by Josiah Malone, incomplete. And Atlantic Shores can sense it now. A comeback. Josiah Malone with the timely pass breakup. And we told you every day is sweet, especially at Dairy Queen when they're serving you Blizzard treats, M&M's, cookie dough, Reese's, Oreo, fudge brownie. Someone on that Shores coaching staff should buy Josiah Malone one of those treats. They thank him and others for being fans all these years. Here's to many more. Dairy Queen, Lansdowne, right down the street from us. It's fan food, not fast food, with 2:05 to play. And Atlantic Shores with a chance to run out the clock. Fredricksburg Christian, there's no quitting them. You know, they're going to battle to the end here and try to create a turnover here on a snap, on a fumble. Wayne Lance is not going to rest just yet. He knows there's still work to be done. Handoff to Amir Ali trying to get to the edge here. He cuts it back inside and into Fredericksburg Christian territory at the 48. So a gain of 9 for Ali. You want to let that clock bleed down if you're Atlantic Shores. Appears they are out of timeouts. They cannot stop the clock. Handoff to Williams. He's going to get the first down. How fitting is it for him? 41 carries tonight for Emmanuel Williams. It's to the 45-yard line. 3 yards for 153. Emmanuel Williams will run 3 yards. And the time will tick down. One last knee from Micah Lance, who led the comeback winning drive. Atlantic Shores is going to win this one 17-14 over Fredricksburg Christian. The Eagles drop to 7-1 overall. They're unbeaten no more. And Atlantic Shores, the reigning state champs, win their final home game of this regular season to move to 7-1 on the year. What a ball game.
And that's the ball game. Final score, Atlantic Shores 17, Fredricksburg Christian 14.
10 points for Atlantic Shores in the last 7 minutes to win it.
To our seniors on a great win tonight on senior night. I'd like to thank all of our fans for coming out and supporting your teams tonight. Good night and God
That's
bless.
going to do it here from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Once again, our final Atlantic Shores, a winner 17-14 over Fredericksburg Christian. I want to thank Jeff Fatma on camera, as well as Spencer Kane. I am Matthew Hatfield. Thanks for watching, and we'll do it again next time right here from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. So long, everyone.